We have, we just walked in from Costco and we said, all you kids, like 14 of them, run all the food to both of our rooms and make sure it's separated and ready and then go out because we have a Zoom.
So they're still bringing up groceries to the fridge. So that's good. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much for having us on the call.
Thank you, guys. These are our tops. So this is Kim and I's little Rockstar retreat, and I'm Kim's level 1, and so we had it for our top 9 off her leg, off of me, and my top 9. They had to earn it. And you're unstable. Can you hear us? You're frozen. Sad. Oh, there you are. Yay. Okay, so it's our top, basically top 15 leaders here. They had to earn it by sponsoring through the summer. So
awesome. Great job, you guys.
That's crazy. Are y'all having fun?
Yes.
Girls' night, girls' weekend.
Yeah, you can kind of see everybody.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Jeez, that's a lot of people that earned it.
That's awesome. So you guys have passed the part where we say when the rubber meets the road. That's something that Amy and I talk a lot about. When the rubber meets the road, when people are trying to go from in the trenches of their business, a lot of people quit just before the good stuff starts happening. And so you guys have conquered that, and now it's just, it's always hard work, but keep focusing on your own business and recruiting, and we'll get into all that. So
yeah. So if y'all don't know who I am, I'm a Diamond Ambassador. My name's Amy Paul. We have the big Plexus bus. Lots of people confuse us because we live in an RV. Bridget lives in an RV. We each have 7 kids. We're both blonde. We have a ton of similarities, so people confuse us. But really, we were just like-minded, and we became really close friends when we first started our business with Plexus. So a good little side note is find a sideline partner and hook up with them and push each other, hold each other accountable, feed off of each other, work hard together, because I learned stuff from Bridget. Just last night, Donna Lee Robinson, she's a diamond too. We were in the hot tub and she said, Bridget was telling us about a button in the back office with reports. We had no clue. And so you're always learning with this business. None of us ever arrive. None of us have a magic formula. I know people are messaging me saying, well, how did your girl just go diamond? Or Bridget, how are you #1 on leaders board? How are you on the leaders board every week? Guys, there's no magic formula. Do what your upline says. Listen to Jamie, listen to Kim, because they're successful for a reason. They are where they are because they've done the hard work. And with Plexus, this is not easy. Guys, this is hard work. But if you talk to my senior Ruby, who's almost Emerald, and you tell her this is hard work, she'd laugh at you because she used to work 3 jobs. She would walk the pool, as a server, and she did financial 101 counseling. And so for her, this is easy. Plexus is one of those things that you fit into the nooks and crannies of your life. And you make it work how you want to make it work. Don't stress yourself out. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't say, oh, well, Bridget made diamond in a year, so I'm just not as good as her. I'm just not as successful as her. And don't say any of those thoughts to yourself. I tell everyone, if my success hinders you or anyone's success hinders you, unfollow us. Unfollow those people, because your journey is different than everyone else's, and don't compare yourself to others, because if you do that, you're going to get your eyes off the prize. You're going to get your eyes off of working and staying forward and focusing on your dream, your why, your goal. And that's all that you need to see. Blinders.
Right. And you never know who's going to join your team. Oh, and she introduced herself. I'm Bridget. And yes, you never know who's going to join your team. I tell my team, you keep digging for diamonds. You keep recruiting, because really it only takes about 2 people to help you get to the top of the company. That is amazing. So you never know when Brooke will join you, or a Bethany, or Andrea, people on my team that are runners. You never know. I didn't know they would join my team. I just kept pushing, put my head down, put my blinders on, and got to work. And I think some people will compare journeys. Well, what if they didn't join me for another 6 months? My journey would look different. So you guys just, it's so important, foundational training here. You've probably heard it a million times, but you have to have belief. That's step number one. You have to have belief in our products, our company, and yourself. If you don't have belief in those three things, you're going to have to back up a little bit and build belief in those. Build belief in yourself that you can do it. It's mindset. Build belief in this company. This company is going to be a legacy company. It's going to be around. If it takes you 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to reach an emerald level, are you in it for the long haul? We're going to be a legacy company. If you guys have not bought the 4-Year Career, the book, that's a great one to buy. I think a lot of us compare journeys with the people that go fast and think, oh, it's for them and not for me. No, it's for you. I've seen people of all different lifestyles, people that are introverts, extroverts, you name it, they're making it to the top. What's the difference? They didn't give up. And then also belief in these products. You guys, if you don't have belief in these products, I had a girl call me the other day who's a senior gold, and she said, oh gosh, Bridget, I had a nurse tell me that these products aren't good, and she had stomach aches, and I just don't know, am I really selling a product that's good? And I told her, I said, you know what, if you don't believe in these products, I think it's time you stop recruiting and you need to believe in these products. You have to have belief in what you're saying. You got to research, go watch testimonies, find out the science behind our product, and know what you bring to the table.
Yeah, and that's so true. Like what we like to talk about all the time is people say, you know, how are you on the leaders board, Bridget? I will tell you, being with Bridget for the last 3 weeks, and every other time we've been with her, she never neglects her income producing activities. She would rather message 40 new leads than post on her team page. She doesn't even have like she didn't have a training going on. Now she has a training, but she went diamond on this phone, barely keeping up, because all she could do was income producing activity. She didn't get sidetracked into the best training, you know, how to get her people to work. She just kept recruiting people. And guys, when you recruit somebody that's self-motivated, like me, like Jamie, like Kim, like Bridget, they're asking you for things. You're not having to go to them and tag them on your team page in a video you want them to watch. Or you're not having to constantly, you know, tag them in things and go to them and beg them to work, because they see the vision. Guys, you only need a few of those. We talk about how numbers are so important and stats are so important. If you could just start thinking, if you reach out to 100 people, only 10 of those might work for you. That's it. You might not even have 10 of them working. But guys, you don't need a ton.
It's a numbers game. You have got to reach out to more people. I see too many leaders and people that are trying to rank in this company worried about what training they're going to do for their team, what giveaway they're going to do for their team, what posts they're going to put out, what filter they're going to use, and all of this stuff. They get busy. That they're not doing their IPA. They're not doing their, recruiting and building their influence list. And so I think that what you guys need to do is, you know, people ask me all the time, Bridget, how come you have so much momentum on your team? You know what? My team watches me do what I tell them to do. I tell them, you guys, I want you posting on Instagram. I want you using hashtags. I want you growing your network. If they didn't see me doing that, they wouldn't be doing it. They see me on the leaderboard. They know that I'm personally recruiting every month, even at a diamond level. I'm not sitting back. And so I think your team, you guys have probably heard this too, the speed of the leaders, the speed of the team, you have to create your own momentum in your own business to attract momentum to your team. That's, I think, the biggest key in this. And even through the back office issues, and I had a baby in last August. And the back office issues happened in October. And you know what I did? I just kept recruiting. I didn't even know if those people would end up on my team because it was going so crazy. When everybody else was trying to worry about different training to motivate their team and how to keep their people on, I just kept recruiting. And that's how I was able to recruit through all of that. Rank through all of that.
And Bridget has 300 level ones. So if that tells you anything, 300 level ones. So that's insane. And I don't know hardly any other diamonds that have that kind of power and influence. And Bridget does not cold market really. So hers is through Instagram and Facebook. So guys, like, you have to use social media as a tool. If you're out and about though, everywhere you're at, you need to be talking to people, and don't be ashamed. Eric and I signed all of ours up cold market, and we signed 12 people up because we, in 1 month, just by cold marketing, I didn't know any of them beforehand, just meeting them in the grocery store, meeting them at a coffee store. It's because if you hear us talking, we have solid belief. When I was a silver ambassador, guys, I was nervous and shaky, even as a senior gold ruby, getting out of my comfort zone and talking to people that, at a store, I was very nervous about, or sitting at a nail salon and you're like, how do I bring up the conversation? It took practice. This is not something that comes naturally to everyone. So you need to read the books, How to Win Friends and Influence People, so you can figure out how to read people. The 4-Color book talks about how you can read people. If you would have come up to me and started talking to me about products and health, I would not have joined Plexus. It took somebody telling me I'm making $50,000 a month for me to say, ding, 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 I'm in. So I'm all about the money.
And I'm all about the fun. If you would have told me that I would be going to Ruby retreats and you need to stand up stage with a big check, I'm all in. Maui, I'm there.
But so you see what motivates people? You have to find what motivates them and talk towards whatever motivates them to have them join your team. And that's hard because not all of us are good at reading people. So you have to be good at reading people. And when she was talking about how momentum goes and how your leaders, as leaders, it's your own business, guys, you can fake momentum.
Yes.
This sounds crazy.
Mock momentum.
Mock momentum. Don't lie. But on your team page, you're doing shout outs. You're saying stuff like, oh my goodness, let's shout out to Jamie. She signed 2 people up this month. Our team is on fire.
Yes.
Start telling me how many people you've enrolled this month. So you're constantly, that's like mock momentum, guys. This September, no one was in momentum. I mean, I don't know if anybody really in momentum. So it was very slow. But you know what? We did not draw a huge amount of attention on our team pages to credit card issues. None of that. What we do is we stay strong through it. And granted, it was hard for us. We're not not empathizing with people. We all took a hit. But what we were able to do is tell our people, if you were to start any business on your own, I mean, just think about the Shark Tank participants, okay? They know they're going to be in the red for the first however many years, and they're willing to deal with that. And they're willing to invest thousands of dollars of their own money into this. And we think, oh, this person's credit card didn't go through, so I'm done. This company stinks. Right. I'm done. Well, guys, we're starting a brand new company. We're in such heavy growth, 16,000% this past year. I don't think our executives even had any clue that was possible to go that quick. So everybody's scrambling, and I want the system to work perfectly. I want to focus on income producing activity and not calling because of credit card issues. But I have realized that I'm going to have to do that if I want to be a part of a legacy company.
I tell my team, if you want a company that's all together, go join Mary Kay.
Yeah,
and it's saturated. I mean, you're not going to probably go very far, but I give it to them straight. I say, if you want to get at the bottom of a company and have a chance to be at the groundbreaking level, a legacy company where your kids can say, I am so proud my mom helped build Plexus back in the day, then stick with us.
Yeah. Because we all get discouraged. And I'm sure where y'all are at, because y'all made this retreat, you had tons of issues going on. And so when you have a bigger team, it's almost like you're seeing large point drops, but you're not talking to all the individual people like y'all might have been doing. We had some individuals, but when you're a senior gold ruby, you're noticing every line. I mean, I did. At that level, I knew every line in my back office. And I knew why Auntie Shelly was going off. And I'm calling and I'm fighting for Auntie Shelly. So you just have to keep remembering this is a numbers game, and Plexus isn't looking at it as that one person. They're looking at it as a percentage overall.
And that's the nature of the business. I tell people, if you're going to recruit 10 people, expect for some of them to fall off, and don't get discouraged. That's why you have to keep filling that funnel. And when you understand attrition and true attrition and network marketing in general, you'll understand that. But I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit. Amy really does cold marketing, and I'm learning from her. I'm more of the behind the scenes girl, where I can message people, but to going up to them is still a little bit scary for me, though I have belief, and it is getting easier to say, because I had to shift my mindset. I had to realize that people need these products. It's not about me. It's people need these products and they need this business opportunity. How many people do you know that go to bed worried about how they're going to pay their car payment or how they're going to pay their mortgage? And we have this gift that we can offer them. And so I had to shift my mindset and go, okay, I'm going to offer them. It's up to them if they want to take that gift. It's not, I had to stop being selfish. And so once I got that, I am going around and talking to people, but where I grow my business is online, like Amy said. So if you guys, I'm sure, have done your Frank's list, you've heard of that. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, and spouse, okay? But now people go, well, Bridget, it's done. I don't know where else to go. I meet people at the grocery store, but I just don't know how to. First of all, when you're meeting people at the grocery store, you got to get them on Facebook. So what I say is I don't just drop them on a sales bomb. I create relationships. So if I were to meet Amy at
You're frozen. Can you hear us?
That face. Take a picture and send it to him later. This is what it looks like when you froze. Can you go back to this part? Aren't they amazing? I love these ladies. At convention, they did headshots for the journals, and Bridget was behind me, and I'm like, tell me more. How do you do that? How do you do that? Talk to me more.
I don't think they're gonna come back up.
Stuck you in.